It's surprising what $50 can get you in the gaming realm nowadays. I mean, you can get mice, a good gaming mouse for less than $50. You can get a good gaming keyboard for less than $50. Some even with cherry switches. You can get games for $50, and you can even get a quality headset with a pretty dang decent mic and the comfort level of a cloud. $50. Hey guys, it's Pogandus. Welcome to the Hyperx Cloud Stinger review. So I've been super excited to review these guys because I absolutely love them. I'm literally head over heels for these headphones. As you guys knew from one of my previous videos, I actually really like these. My Xbox Games Accessories video, I mentioned these and a few other headphones. Links in the description for that video if you guys want to go check it out. It's a really good video. So time to finally fully review these. How I got these was I got them as a gift, and yeah, $50. Okay, so outer view we have a probably about 1.2 to 1.5 meter long cable with a pretty substantial jack. It is a combo jack and it feels pretty sturdy. And then it is not a detachable cable, it is attached, but I will say this feels pretty strong and pretty durable. Speaking of this left ear cup, we have the swivel microphone, which this has a mute swivel, so when you switch up you can hear the click. Let me put it right by the mic. That's a switch. That switches the microphone on and off, so that's super nice. It is fairly bendable. It's not extremely bendable. It's super flexible, but it won't like stay. If you put it right there, it's not going to stay. The microphone does not come with a pop filter, but it kind of needs it, kind of doesn't. It honestly depends on where the positioning is, which I will show you in a second. It swivels this way. It swivels on one axis there, and it swivels on an axis there. And then also there's obviously a metal headband. For $50, the metal headband's actually pretty nice. It's actually pretty tactile on the clicking, and it has these little notches. See if you guys can see those notches to tell you the length of it. I generally stick it on 3.5, depending on if I have a hat on or not, which I will have a hat test later on in the video on my comfort area. Then on the top of the headband you have this pretty plush headband, and then on the outermost side of that is the HyperX logo. Inside are some different things as far as not recycling and stuff like that. Then you have the model number on the left ear cup, and then each ear cup has a right and left inside of the headband to tell you which is which. Now, this is obviously assembled in China, as it says. Now, onto the right ear cup even more, there is this volume switch for the headphone audio volume, not the microphone volume, the audio volume. I find this very nice. I tend to max out my volume on my Xbox, so I have all control right here on my headphones. I usually put it maxed out, 50% chat, 50% game, and then have this on 25 to 50%, depending on the game. If it's something like Sleeping Dogs, I'll put it a little bit higher because it's not as loud of a game. If it's something like Infinite Warfare, I'll stick it down 25 to 30%, just because that's a louder game. Now, the cushions. These are very big ear cups. They fit completely around my ear and more. Also, something I haven't really seen on other reviews, the drivers are tilted. So right here, the top of your ear will not touch the driver. I found that very good because a pair of Bluetooth headphones that I reviewed earlier on the channel touched right there and it was not very comfortable. My earlobe even fits completely through this. It's really nice. I'm sorry for that camera bumping. That was so horrible. Anyway, back to the review. These are HyperX's special memory foam cushions with faux leather. These are very, very, very soft. I absolutely love these. I had a ton of comfort yumminess from these. I'm gonna move this camera. I'm sorry. That was stupid. Alright, so now that we have the overview out, let us talk about the comfort. As I previously stated, the comfort's really, really nice. Now the looks on these go in just right with the comfort. The comfort is very perfect. They're kind of bulky, but not really. I like the look of these because they look like gaming headphones. Now, when the mic swivels down, you can swivel it all the way down there. I prefer to stick it right here on the tip of my mouth right here so that it picks up as much as possible. Then I can flip it up if I want to. The comfort is very nice. I can wear these for hours and hours on end. I think I did a 5-hour gaming session of Infinite Warfare, Sleeping Dogs, Borderlands 2, all just like straight up one day, and I never had any discomfort. Sometimes if I'm playing an intense game like Infinite Warfare, I will need to let my ears breathe real quick just for sweaty purposes. Now, because these do swivel on the neck, they can go like this if you want to, like if you're needing to breathe just for a second to hear the speakers or something, and then you can just flip them back up and stick them back on your head. Now, something I did notice is they do have plenty of pressure right here on the jaw and neckline. Now, this is not a bad thing. You definitely notice it. It's just really comfortable. So don't get turned off when I say that, because it's not a discomfort. You feel it, but it's not discomforting. If you get what I'm saying, it's like laying on a pillow. You feel the pillow on the side of your face, but it's comfortable, you know? So, again, on the looks, I think they look really good. They have a slim design up here, and then here it's a little bit bulky, but it's not as bulky as something like Triton. So if you have Triton headphones, these are going to be a step up for you on the looks department. So for the jack, you just plug it into a PS4. If you have a newer Xbox One, then you plug it into the, obviously, jack. Or if you have an Elite controller, it has a jack. If you have an older Xbox One controller, then you'll have to get the chat adapter, which is $20 to $25, depending on where you get it from. On to audio. HyperX headphones are known for having drivers by Kingston, because HyperX is made by Kingston. The same drivers as Barodynamic headphones have, which Barodynamic headphones are obviously quite expensive. They're $180 to $500 audiophile grade headphones. Now these have these same drivers as those, but these are $50. Now the reason these are cheaper than something like the Cloud Cores or the Cloud Pros, Cloud X's, is because these are plastic design. Like I said, these are plastic designs. It's hard plastic, and it's definitely a durable plastic, but they're plastic nonetheless. Luckily, I like to see that they have a metal headband, so that again will increase the durability. I wouldn't want to like bend this way too much, just because the plastic, you know, it's hard plastic, it might snap, but it definitely has enough flex if you have a large melon. Now on for my hat test. Obviously, as you guys have seen from my videos, I wear hats quite often, especially when I game. I want to be able to have a pair of headphones that can fit over my hat comfortably without messing up my head or hurt my ears, and without making me look like an idiot. Rarely have I found headphones that work like this. Very rarely, especially comfortably. These work absolutely amazing, especially because of these the shape and design of the headphones. These work absolutely perfectly. I just have to extend them a little bit down, and then voila, I have a pair of headphones that fit perfectly with a hat on, and they're still quite comfortable, and it still has that beautiful sound isolation seal. Which, speaking of that seal, they have an amazing sound isolation seal. It's great. Now, since we're talking about sound, let's go to the sound quality. As I previously stated, they have Barodynamic speakers in them, so I would have my hopes high for them. They did not disappoint at all. I would have preferred a little bit of bass, like just down in the deepest part of the bass. There wasn't quite enough punchiness as I wanted to, but every other, like it was just the deepest part of the bass. That's not a big deal. Most people aren't even going to notice that. But obviously I noticed it because I've been reviewing this for a little bit and I know my sound. But that's okay. It's not really bad and it doesn't take away too much, but it just a little bit takes away. You notice it, but it's not a big thing. The mids are absolutely beautiful. They're wonderful to listen to for voices. The voices are pushed forward, but they're not so pushed forward that it ruins the rest of the mix. You can hear the voices beautifully, but something like the gunshots are still there. It's separate, you know, it's separate. The 3D imaging is amazing and the soundstage is great on these headphones. The highs, they're not tingy. They're crisp and they're there, but they're not like super high. They're clear enough and they have a little bit of roll off that's quite obvious to keep from the harshness that a lot of headphones can get if you don't roll them off. Overall, I would say these aren't balanced headphones at all. They are not a perfect balance, but they are pretty dang close and they sound really good. I would use these for casual listening. In fact, I do use them for casual listening. I even use them to edit on every once in a while. They are good for that kind of stuff as well, and they sound amazing for music and absolutely amazing for games as well. They're just not like, you know, they're not reference headphones. So what would I give these? I would give these buy as soon as you can. If you're if you only have a budget of $50 to $60 or $70, I would say buy these. Now, if you have a $70, $80, $100 budget, I would say get the Cloud Cores or the Cloud Pros or the Cloud 2s. Just because they have a better build because they are more metal, and they also have the Cloud Pros and the Cloud X's have inline controls as well, right down here-ish, around there. So I would definitely recommend going for those. But if you only want to spend $50 to $60, definitely go for these. And if you find them on sale, more power to you. Definitely get them. Thank you guys for watching this review of the Hyperx Cloud Stingers. If you liked it, please hit that like button right down below my pants. And if you want to hate on me, or if you want to love on me and tell me what you want next, please leave a comment and let me know what you want next so that I can do it, because after all, this channel is mainly about you. It's kind of about me, and I'm like the face, but it's mainly about you. And consider subscribing. That's always appreciated. Have a great day, guys.